Hi, greetings. I am honored to stand before you today to present a comprehensive overview of cane operation, sugar production, and understanding their management and optimization is crucial for achieving success. During this presentation, we will deal about the intricacies involved from cane operations, exploring the everything from cultivation, harvesting, and processing, including the cane logistics. We will also discuss the challenges fixed for the operations of the services and supply management. Let us see the changes in scenario. Actually, before 10 years, the farmers were comfortable and they were not facing lot of challenges. For example, there was normal monsoon, they were having an organized setup for cane cultivation, and the financial support for cane is as assured as easy, because the banking systems were liberal and they were loyal to the farmers, and farmers are also very keen in repaying the loan avail. So there was financial support was excellent, and the cane price was assured when compared to other competitive crops. Cane price was as lucrative as expected by farmers, and there was also abundant labor force available for cultivation of cane, unlike now. And also they were loyal to the company, generation and generation they will be growing cane, and that was the situation before 10 years. Now when you see the situation here, what is the current level? The monsoon is erratic, you know very well, due to the El Nino effect. There were a lot of changes during the August month, during the last year, during this last August month. And also there is no organized setup for cultivation of the sugar cane, unlike now they are having good facilities for cultivating casuarina, and even for banana they have organized setup for finance support and harvesting. And the cane price increasing, the cane price policy being announced by the government is stagnant. Year on year they are increasing only 100 rupees, and whereas in the last 10 years and all there will be a jump of 200 to 500 rupees. This is not most encouraging. Regarding the information I had, whereas before 10 years there is no internet facility, there is no transfer of knowledge. Nowadays farmers and their kids are transferring knowledge on the latest trends and also the recent practices being cultivated, and the facilities provided by the government and support provided by the other agencies for other crop. Younger generations mostly now they are not preferring cane because the cane cultivation is not hassle free, and moreover the least not the last point, the ground level is not sustainable, so they don't prefer cane. These are all challenges to be addressed. The rainfall pattern in and around Tamil Nadu is around 1600 mm, whereas in Sangli it is 1200 mm, in Bagalkot it is around 650 mm, in Haliyal and Ramdurg it ranges from 1600 to 1800 mm. This is not sufficient for cane cultivation, and as we emphasize, we have to focus on water conservation to promote sustainable cane cultivation in our command area operations. Across all the 6 units, if you see the command area operation in cane registration, it is in the declining trend for the past few years. This is not enough for sustainable operation of a factory. This has to be focused. For example, in Nellikupam, initially we were cultivating around 40,000 acres, and whereas now it has declined to around 30,000 acres, and this has to reach the minimum of 35,000 acres for the sustainability of the sugar factory. And one more important factor which has to be considered is the average yield of a per acre yield has to be improved. Normally the state average is around 38 to 48 tons per acre, whereas in Nellikupam it is around 35 tons per acre. In Pugalur it is 37, it is not even up to 48 tons per acre. This has to be focused so that the gap between the expected area can be maximized by vertical growth. This is an important area which is to be addressed for an vertical growth. As I said earlier, cane price is stagnant. This will give you an overall view, the fair remunerative price which is being announced by the central government, and the state advisory price is announced by the state government earlier. Nowadays, the state advisory price is ruled out, only the FRP is being announced, and the difference between the state advisory price is managed by the state government by way of transitional productive incentive. For example, during 22-23, the cane price was 2,821 rupees 25 paise, whereas now for the coming year it will be around 2,919.75 paise during the 23-24 sugar year. So there is no dramatic increase in the cane price, which is a stumbling block for us to encourage the farmers for cane cultivation. Need for change for sugar cane cultivation. We have to focus on the farmers' connectivity. That is, the personal visits to the farmers has to be increased, which will give higher results of cane cultivation, and we have to ease the cultivation of the sugarcane, which will attract the younger generation. Moreover, the older generation are cultivating cane, but they seek ease cultivation without much intervention from them. For this activity, we have to provide more agri-service provider activities and also timely services of inputs, and wherever there is financial support is lacking, we have to provide them inputs through our company. Apart from this, the harvesting season falls during the peak season for all the farmers. Here we have to ensure hassle-free labor supply or hassle-free mechanization harvesting. If we provide this support, major problem is solved, and thereby the sustainability in the cane cultivation is ensured. And moreover, in the recent years, we have to support with the latest high-tech technologies and also with the ICMS and also through app model, so that the farmers can reach out at any point of time to have their services supported in time for cane cultivation and harvesting. In any command area, we can group the farmers into two categories, such as conventional farmers and progressive farmers. The conventional farmers can be grouped as 60%, and the progressive farmers can be grouped as 40%. These 60% are all with the small land holdings, less choice for competitive crops, and they always stick on to the cultivation of cane crop, and they don't have choice to go for other crops because their awareness level is not exposed to the IT industries or the latest technologies. They are not aware of the marketing facilities with the other crops, so they go on keep on cultivating cane only, the 60% farmers. Whereas the rest of the 40% farmers, who are all the progressive, they are all having updates on latest technologies, and they switch on to the short-term crops for cultivating gingerly or groundnut or cashew or perennial crops. If they are an absentee farmers, they go for perennial crops and they don't prefer cane cultivation. So our aim is to concentrate or focus with the 40% of the progressive farmers towards yield maximization, because if you focus on yield maximization, the net result or net income generation will be on higher side, and thereby they will be attracted to cane cultivation. How this is possible? We have to provide support measures such as improved land preparation activities, such as using the chisel plow or enriching the soil fertility, so that the soil foundation which we are providing, the other activities such as deep planting can be facilitated. If there is deep planting, the cane will be anchored perfectly with wider spacing, with seedlings planting, and optimizing the irrigation techniques through drip methods. So if we are focusing complete mechanization practices, higher yield is definitely achievable, and thereby we are able to achieve more than 5 to 10 tons, and thereby we are able to achieve the maximum yield of the range of 35 to 45 tons. If we are increasing 10 tons incremental yield, the farmers' income level will be increased and they will be sticking on to cane cultivation. In the ratoon crop, if we are encouraging the stubble shaving and off-bearing practices and coupled with the ratoon gap filling, the optimum plant population is maintained, and thereby yield level when compared to plant crop, in the ratoon crop they can fetch higher yield and the income generation is ensured. So here comes the sustainability. Sustainability means it means for the farmer also They have to cultivate cane for a longer period and also for the operation of a factory. How it is possible? In two dimensions, either by horizontal growth or by vertical growth. Here we mean horizontal growth means we have to increase the area of cultivation in a command area of a factory. If you are able to increase the cultivable area, there is possible of regular supply of cane to the crushing. If there is no scope for expansion of horizontal growth, we have to focus on vertical growth. That is the need of the hour. Here we have to focus on the yield improvement activities by providing improved land preparation activities, total mechanization from land preparation, intercultural operation, and finally at the stage of harvesting. And in the ratoon management, no doubt we have to go by stubble shaving and off bearing, and not only these activities, every year after year we have to enrich the soil fertility, and thereby the sustainability is ensured at the farmer level and also at the factory level. So far I have given a brief introduction about the cane cultivation. In future, in other presentations or other modules, we can see in detail about the cane cultivation, practices involved, future expansions, future initiatives which we are taking up for the farmers' benefit and for the sustainability of the factory.